Okay, so next up, we have a company called AGRIUNITY, all the way from Ghana. Okay, so our first company out from Ghana. We have Ms. Simone Fuga, who is the co-founder and director. Just to give you a background, AGRIUNITY is an AI-powered platform optimizing tropical crop management through remote sensing, and it delivers real-time insights for various crops, such as oil palm, rubber, and banana, to enhance productivity and sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Simone Fuga. I am the product lead for AGRIUNITY. Do we have the slides? Oh, it's gone a bit far. Okay, so at AGRIUNITY, what we're doing is we're transforming the agricultural space with AI. But before I get into our solutions, I just want to talk a bit about what are some of the challenges that we're actually trying to solve for. So we know that there's yield gaps and low productivity on the continent. Many estates are actually not hitting their potential yield, and that is obviously reducing profitability for you, which is not a good thing, which we don't like. Secondly, as input costs continue to go up in price, and we know that it's a big chunk of your budgets, right? So any opportunity to reduce that is a good thing for you as well in terms of revenue. We also know that labor shortages across the globe, especially farmhands, is reducing. So how do we automate certain processes, right, to move away from relying on labor? And then we know that also there's limited visibility and data. So certain processes are digitized, but sometimes there's also paper-based data collection, right? And that causes... What's the problem? And that causes certain inefficiencies, missed opportunities. There's just not enough insight into some of the operations that are going on. So these are some of the challenges that we are hoping to help you solve, and I hope some of these actually resonate with you. So what is AGRIUNITY? AGRIUNITY is an AI-powered crop and field management platform. It basically transforms drone, satellite imagery, and mobile captured data into actionable insights for farmers and agribusinesses. It's designed for plantation managers, agronomists, agricultural organizations, and the aim is to really help enhance productivity, reduce operational inefficiencies, and basically enable data-driven decisions for improved management. So let me tell you a bit more about our features on our platform. So you have farm data management, which helps you upload and manage farm data into a centralized platform. So whether that's coming from drones, whether it's coming from satellites, whether it's coming from mobile, you're able to have a centralized view of all the insights that are coming from these different sources. We have field data collection, which allows you to gather task-specific field data. So whether it's pest inspections, FFB harvesting, leaf miner inspections, you're able to deploy a mobile application to the field where it's offline. You're also able to collect data in offline mode, and that also feeds into the dashboard. We have our advanced AI models, which we build here in Ghana. We actually have a very awesome team at the Spintex Road, and you guys can actually come and visit us in the 2 days that you're here, that are building these models, which I'm going to tell you more about. So those are like the engines behind some of these dashboards. You have your reports and analytics, which helps you visualize your farm insights. And then we know that sometimes organizations and estates already have existing systems, and they don't necessarily want to change some of these systems. So you're able to integrate through APIs some of our models into your existing systems as well. So you don't need to change much about how you're actually working. Okay, so we're about turning insights into action. This just gives you like a quick overview of how our system works. So basically it's about first collecting your aerial data, whether that's from drones or from satellites. That information then is analyzed through our proprietary AI models for crop monitoring. Then you're able to have a dashboard where you visualize your insights to make data-driven decisions. And then we have a mobile application as well, as I mentioned, that helps you take action, track productivity, track tasks that are actually being carried out on the field. I'm going to skip this and just go into this. So these are some of the models that we've actually developed. So we have our tree count and blank spot detection. Our system provides automatic counting of trees at an accuracy of 99.99%. It uses RGB drone and satellite imagery, so you're able to get, just by flying your drone, you get a dashboard that gives you your tree counts, blank spots, so it gives you the geolocations of all your trees and the geolocations of all the blank spots. You're able to get your planting densities. It gives you a height and crown width analysis of your trees as well. It helps you understand which areas are cultivated, or how much area is cultivated, how much is uncultivated. We're also working on being able to classify these trees as immature, mature, abnormal, dead, vacant. And the main aim, the ROI of this, is that we want to be able to help you reduce the time spent on manual tree census. So trying to save you over 95% of the time that you use to actually do manual tree census. And then for the blank spot analysis, it's about optimizing your planting or your replanting regimes. So this is just a tool that can help you really put some efficiency in your replanting activities. Second is comprehensive health analysis. So you're also able to detect at a tree level the health status of your trees. So it uses multispectral imagery as well, and it combines vegetative indexes. It combines, the defoliation of the tree. It combines the tree colors, and it's able to give you, once again, a tree level assessment of your health. And you're able to classify each tree as either healthy, unhealthy, very unhealthy. You're also able to do crown width analysis. So if you want to be able to identify areas that may have, or trees that may have stuntedness, so that you can, let your teams go there and really inspect. Maybe there's a problem that is happening there. And the map kind of helps you visualize problem areas, right? So every kind of classification is color-coded. So it really helps you visualize problem areas in a very simple and easy way. And currently we're working on detecting foliar nutrient content with multispectral drone. And we actually have a few of our friends here that we're working on these trials with to try and detect nutrients at a tree level. So that you can not necessarily eliminate the lab processes, but you can at least move away and get more of a... So we know that for nutrient analysis, for instance, you do in oil palm, there's a 1% sampling that you do for the blocks, but we're hoping to actually be able to provide you with 100% insight of each block and each tree's nutrient content as well, sorry. There's also soil and chemical nutrient properties that you can generate from these images to give you insights on what is happening in your soil. So, as I mentioned, the ROI on this is to help you easily identify underperforming trees, underperforming areas, so that you can focus your scouting activities on some of these critical areas as well. And for the nutrient analysis, the aim is really to help you reduce costs of lab tests and being able to reduce your fertilizer expenses as well by having that granular tree level understanding of nutrient content. Then we have our yield analysis. So yield analysis, we do the BBC yield forecast, which we know it's a quarterly forecast, but there's also being able to predict on an annual basis, which basically focuses on integrating historical yield data, vegetation, and moisture indices as well. So the aim is to help you enhance your yield forecasting so that you can, make better plans, make better, purchasing decisions. That's yield analysis. We also have terrain. So we know that in oil palm, topography is very important. You want to understand the topography of your field. You want to know your highlands, you want to know your lowlands. So you're also able to have that as a report using either drones or satellites. And you're able to really understand the natural drainage patterns on your farm so that you can have efficient water management systems, as well as implement timely measures to prevent any flooding and erosion issues. So the fresh fruit bunch counting and grading is our mobile application. So you can digitize FFB harvesting. We know that some are doing that by paper. So we want to be able to help you digitize this process. So you can digitize, monitor, and track your daily, monthly, and yearly FFB harvesting so you can understand what is happening at a harvest level on your field. Also tracking employee and harvester performance as well. So you get harvesting reports by block, by employee, you know your harvesting round reports, you get your monthly harvest reports as well. And this is about efficient management of harvest labor, productivity, and wages, as well as trying to reduce incidences of overcounting or pilfering on the field as well. And then our field mobile application just generally allows you to digitize any process. So if it's a leaf miner inspection, if it's a black bunch sensors, if it's all the inspections that you need to do as an estate, you can digitize these processes and you can track attendance, track harvesting, track all your agronomic activities as well, and have that report, those reports coming into your centralized dashboard. Once again, it's about eliminating manual data capture, improving data accuracy of your farm, as well as collecting data into a centralized system for improved decision making. So what are the benefits of our solution? Well, we're about improving efficiency. I've said that about 100 times. So we want to help you automate your workflows, cut reliance on labor, boost your data accuracy, save you time on certain routine tasks. Also to help you save costs. Obviously, everybody, you want to reduce your costs. So how can we help you reduce your costs by up to 30%? We're also about helping you increase your yield and your revenue as well. So these are some of the benefits that we hope to bring to you with our solution. I'm going to skip this. I know I've spoken more about oil palm, but we also have love for, the rubber estates, the cassava, all the other crops. We're actually able to build crop AI models across any crop. As I mentioned, our team in Spintex, we are our company is actually an AI company. So we have data annotators, data scientists, software developers that are across the whole value chain of AI model development, right? So as long as we have good data sets, we can build any solution for you. So just because you're not oil palm, you can still come and talk to us. We can discuss, solutions that we can deploy for you as well. This is what our AI deployments line looks like. We do the data collection, then we do data annotation, we train the models, we validate it with you, and then we can deploy it for production. I spoke about the API, so this is what our API deployment pipeline looks like for the techies in here. So you can integrate our models into your system as well. And yes, just a bit about our company. So AGRIUNITY is the product and Data is the company. So we've been building AI solutions for major enterprises for the past 4 years. As I mentioned, we have over 100 full-time data specialists who are able to, prepare data, annotate the data, label it, and make it ready for AI models. We have over 25 developers, data scientists, and geospatial experts. We've completed over 50 projects in a range of industries, and we have, some very good partnerships as well with different universities.